The sky over Earth was calm and peaceful, clouds moving slowly across the bright blue sky. Birds chirped in the distance, and people went about their daily lives, unaware of the danger approaching them, far above in the dark void of space. A fleet of alien ships moved silently, hidden by the shadow of the moon, their sleek shapes glinting faintly in the sunlight. Captain Elena Morrison stood on the observation deck of the Earth Space Defense Station, her eyes fixed on the radar screen. Blinking red signals appeared suddenly, strange and unknown. The computer identified multiple objects approaching the outer orbit, faster than anything humanity had ever detected. "Commander, we have unidentified ships entering our solar system," she said calmly, though a chill ran down her spine. The control room buzzed with activity. Alarms rang softly. Scientists and officers crowded around screens. Analyzing the data, Dr. Kumar, the chief astrophysicist, frowned as he studied the readings. "These ships, they are not like anything we know. Their speed, their formation. It's almost impossible," he muttered, worry in his voice. Meanwhile, millions of people on Earth went about their routines. Children playing in parks, cars moving on highways, unaware that the first signs of an alien invasion were so close. News channels briefly mentioned a strange signal from space, but nobody paid much attention. The world seemed peaceful, too peaceful in orbit. The alien scouts scanned the planet carefully, their sensors mapping cities, military bases, and energy grids. Their mission was simple: prepare for conquest, enslave or destroy if necessary. They believed humanity was weak, fragile, and primitive, easy to control. They did not know the humans had secrets of their own, secrets hidden beneath the calm surface. Back on Earth, Captain Morrison called a meeting with the top commanders. "We don't know their intentions yet, but they are advanced, very advanced," she said, pointing at the holographic display of the approaching fleet. "We must prepare our defenses, alert all stations, and ready the fleet." The government was slow to react. Some officials dismissed the threat as a false alarm. But Captain Morrison was determined. She knew humanity could not afford to wait. Every second counted. Every delay could cost lives. She ordered all warships in the Pacific and Atlantic fleets to prepare for immediate deployment. At the same time, in a quiet laboratory beneath the defense station, a group of engineers worked on a secret project, a new type of warship, faster, stronger, and more powerful than anything the aliens had seen. Only a few people knew about it, and the project had been kept secret for decades. It was humanity's hidden ace. The first reports of alien activity reached major cities. Strange lights appeared in the sky. Satellites began to fail. Communications were disrupted. Panic started to spread slowly. People posted videos online, calling it a meteor shower or a strange weather phenomenon. Nobody guessed the truth, that something deadly was orbiting above them. Night fell over the eastern hemisphere. The alien ships moved closer, their shadows casting long, dark lines across the Earth. Military satellites picked up unusual energy signatures. Weapon systems were activated in readiness. Yet no human could see the true scale of the threat. It was massive, more than anyone could imagine. Captain Morrison walked alone along the observation deck, looking at Earth below, lights twinkling in the night. She whispered to herself, "They think we are weak. They have no idea." Determination filled her heart. Fear lingered too. But she knew humans could survive anything if they worked together. The aliens, confident and arrogant, prepared to strike. They sent scout ships to test Earth's defenses. Small but deadly, they struck uninhabited satellites first, knocking them out silently. No humans knew yet. Their first move was a warning, a message. "We are coming," the aliens thought, and they smiled. In the control room, alarms suddenly went off. A bright red light flashed. Multiple contacts approaching low Earth orbit, unidentified. Speed and trajectory unknown, an officer shouted. Panic creeping into his voice, Captain Morrison took a deep breath. Deploy interceptors. Prepare all defenses. This is it, she said firmly, her voice steady. From space. The alien ships were almost upon them, silently gliding. Their hulls reflecting the faint light of the Earth below, humans watched from their stations. The first real sight of the invaders sent shivers down their spines. Massive, sleek, and deadly, unlike anything humans had imagined. The world held its breath as the first contact drew near. Everyone wondered what the aliens would do. Would they attack immediately? Would they negotiate? Or would they wait and study humanity before striking? Captain Morrison's mind raced with possibilities. Every plan she had studied now faced its ultimate test. And far above, in the dark void of space, the alien commanders laughed softly, believing humanity was weak, fragile, and doomed. But they had underestimated one thing: the strength, courage, and ingenuity of humans, and the secret weapons that lay in wait. Ready to change the course of history, the stage was set. The first battle of an interstellar war was about to begin, and humanity had no choice but to fight. The calm of Earth's orbit shattered suddenly. Alarms blaring through every space station and command center. Bright flashes of light streaked across the black sky. Humans barely had time to react. The alien fleet had launched its first strike. The alien ships moved like predators, silent but deadly. Small but fast drones broke away from the main fleet, heading straight for Earth's orbital stations. Missiles fired, shields activated, explosions lit the darkness. But the drones were faster than anything humans had ever built. Captain Elena Morrison's voice echoed in the control room. All units intercept. Do not let them reach the stations, she commanded, determination hard in her tone. Officers scrambled, sending human interceptors into the path of the incoming drones. The first explosion rocked the Pacific Station. Debris floated in zero gravity, alarms blaring. Communication lines crackled, and yet, amidst the chaos, a strange calm came over Captain Morrison. She had trained for this moment. She knew humanity's secret warships could turn the tide. In a hidden hangar beneath the Atlantic base, the new human warships powered up, their sleek frames gleaming under the hangar lights. Engineers monitored every system, missiles, shields, and lasers ready. Only a handful of people knew these ships existed. Their arrival had been a secret kept for decades. Meanwhile, the alien drones destroyed a small communication satellite, sending a shower of metal fragments into the atmosphere. News channels went offline. Panic spread among the population. Yet humanity's fighters engaged the drones with precision, dodging energy beams and shooting with deadly accuracy. One human fighter, piloted by Lieutenant Jason Cruz, narrowly avoided an alien beam, twisting the controls. Flipping the ship in zero gravity, he fired back. One drone exploded into a cloud of sparks. His heart raced, adrenaline surged, and yet he felt a strange pride. Humans were not weak. Back on the command deck, Captain Morrison coordinated the human fleet. Focus on the drones first, then the main ships, she instructed calmly. Though her mind raced, she knew the real battle had only begun. The aliens would test humanity first, to see how much they could endure. The alien commanders watched the battle unfold from their massive flagship. Surprised by the humans' resistance, these creatures are stronger than expected, one of them hissed, its eyes glowing faintly. They fight with courage. Unusual courage. A sudden explosion rocked the orbit again, this time near the Pacific Station, but the secret human warships finally revealed themselves. Emerging from stealth mode, sleek, silver, and armed with weapons unlike any alien had seen. The humans finally had their first advantage. The alien drones faltered, caught off guard by the sudden appearance of the hidden fleet. Lasers and missiles fired in perfect coordination. One drone after another fell from the sky. The alien commanders snarled in frustration. Their overconfidence shattered on Earth. Civilians noticed strange flashes in the night sky. Some captured videos, calling it a meteor shower, fireworks, or strange auroras, yet none understood the war raging silently above them. The first real human counterattack had begun, and it was spectacular. Lieutenant Cruz piloted his fighter alongside the new warships. Energy beams slicing through the alien drones. Explosions painted the darkness in red and orange. The humans fought with strategy and courage. Every move precise, every strike deadly. Captain Morrison watched closely, her eyes scanning every screen, calculating every move. Hold the line, push them back, and protect the stations at all costs, she ordered. The voice calm, but the tension in the room was thick. Each second counted. Every mistake could be fatal. The alien flagship fired back. Energy beams piercing through the void. One human ship took a hit. Spinning uncontrollably, alarms blaring, the crew fought desperately to stabilize it. Yet the humans refused to give up. Each loss strengthened their resolve. Each victory fueled their courage, Dr. Kumar, monitoring the alien fleet's energy patterns, whispered, "Captain, they are overconfident. They think the humans are weak, but they are wrong. Very wrong." His eyes wide with both fear and awe. In a daring maneuver, the human warships formed a protective barrier around the orbital stations. Their weapons synchronized perfectly. Beams of light cutting through the darkness, drones exploding one after another. The first strike was finally being turned around. Yet the alien commanders did not retreat. They realized humanity was unpredictable, clever, and dangerous. Their overconfidence had cost them already. But the battle was far from over. The real fight was yet to begin. And the humans had just shown a glimpse of their strength. Captain Morrison looked at the glowing Earth below, thinking of the millions of lives depending on her decisions. She whispered softly, "They thought we were weak. They never expected this." Determination burned in her eyes. Above, in the darkness of space, the alien commanders prepared for the next phase. Their pride wounded, yet their ambition unbroken. Humanity had survived the first strike, but the war had only just begun. The blackness of space was filled with explosions and streaks of light. Human warships darted between alien fire. Energy beams collided with shields, sparks dancing across the void. Humanity was no longer just defending, they were striking back. Captain Elena Morrison gave orders with precision. Target their supply drones first. Then hit the scout ships, synchronize fire. Focus on weak points. Her voice calm but full of authority. The officers moved with speed, executing her commands flawlessly. Lieutenant Jason Cruz flew through the chaos, weaving between laser beams, firing missiles that exploded against alien drones. One of them spun out of control, colliding with a larger alien frigate, causing a chain reaction that shook the enemy formation. The secret human warships moved like shadows, invisible until the perfect moment. Their stealth technology confused the aliens. Beams passed harmlessly through empty space as humans struck from unexpected angles. The aliens had never fought anything like this before. On the flagship bridge, the alien commanders growled in frustration, their pride cracking. "These humans, they are stronger than we expected," one hissed. Eyes glowing with fury, they fight with courage and strategy. "Impossible," another replied. Banging claws on the control console, Dr. Kumar, monitoring the alien ship's energy signatures, realized something important. "Captain, they have a blind spot in their formation near the center fleet. If we hit it, we can disable their main attack force, he explained, pointing at the holographic display. Captain Morrison's eyes lit up with determination. Prepare the strike team. This is our chance to turn the battle, she commanded. Sending a squadron of human warships through a narrow corridor of space that the aliens had left exposed, the strike team moved like a hurricane. Lasers cutting through alien hulls, missiles exploding with precision. The enemy flagship shook as humans reached its blind spot. Alarms blared across the alien fleet, confusion spreading like wildfire. Lieutenant Cruz saw one of the alien commanders, a massive figure with glowing armor, issuing orders with furious gestures. He realized that this battle was not just about ships. It was about intelligence, courage, and willpower. Humans had something the aliens never expected. The human warships attacked with perfect coordination. Energy shields held strong. Beams of light reflected off their hulls as missiles found their marks. The alien drones fell one by one, a cascade of sparks lighting up the darkness. The tide of the battle slowly turned. In orbit, the Earth below was peaceful, unaware of the heroic struggle above. Civilians saw strange flashes in the sky. Some thought it was a meteor shower. But the reality was far more extraordinary. Humanity was proving its strength, fighting back against an enemy that had believed them weak. Captain Morrison watched the alien flagship, plotting its movements. We need one decisive strike. Hit the core reactor, she ordered, sending a small team of elite pilots to infiltrate and disable the enemy vessel. The mission was dangerous, but success would cripple the aliens. Lieutenant Cruz volunteered, joining the elite team, his fighter slipping through enemy fire. Every maneuver precise, every shot calculated. He could feel the eyes of the entire human race on him. The pressure immense, yet he pushed forward without fear. Inside the alien flagship, chaos erupted as human warships breached their perimeter. Alarms blaring, energy surges exploding across the hull. The alien commanders struggled to maintain control, their arrogance replaced by panic. They had underestimated humanity, and now paid the price. The elite team reached the core reactor. Deploying special charges, the countdown began. Every second felt like an eternity. Outside, human warships continued to distract the alien fleet, keeping them off balance. Suddenly, a massive explosion rocked the alien flagship, energy surging outward. Waves of light and fire spreading across the void. Debris floated in the darkness. The alien formation fractured, and retreat became inevitable. Lieutenant Cruz maneuvered through falling debris, narrowly escaping destruction, heart pounding, adrenaline racing. He looked at the remaining human ships, pride swelling in his chest. Humanity had won this battle. But the war was far from over. Captain Morrison allowed herself a brief smile. We fought back. And we survived, she whispered, though she knew the aliens would return. Stronger and more cautious, humanity had shown its strength, courage and intelligence, a warning to all who underestimated them. Dr. Kumar analyzed the aftermath. They thought we were weak. They never expected humans could fight like this, he said, eyes wide with awe, while others in the control room cheered quietly. Relief and pride mixing together, the alien commanders retreated. Wounded and humiliated, their pride shattered. But their ambition remained. They would return. But humanity had learned valuable lessons, their hidden warships, courage, and strategy had changed the course of the battle. Above the Earth, the warships hovered, repairs underway, systems checked, and weapons reloaded. Humans had proven they were not weak, and the galaxy had just begun to notice. Captain Morrison looked at the stars, determination burning in her eyes. This is only the beginning. The stage was set for the next encounter. Humanity had fought back, not just with weapons, but with courage. Strategy and unity. The aliens had underestimated them, and that mistake would cost dearly in the battles to come. The alien fleet had retreated, but the tension in space remained thick. Human warships hovered above Earth, scanning the darkness, every pilot alert, every officer on edge. No one trusted the calm. Captain Elena Morrison studied the alien formation, her brow furrowed. "They are regrouping, waiting for us to make a mistake," she said, pointing at the holographic display. "But we have discovered something they did not expect." Dr. Kumar stepped forward, excitement mixed with worry in his eyes. "Captain, their supply lines are vulnerable. Their command drones rely on a hidden energy core located behind their formation. If we strike there, we can cripple their attack fleet completely." Captain Morrison smiled grimly. "Then that is where we will hit. Prepare the strike teams. Everyone must be ready." "Timing is everything," she ordered, her mind already calculating the perfect approach. Lieutenant Jason Cruz prepared his fighter once again, knowing this mission was more dangerous than anything before. "We will hit them where it hurts," he said to his squadron. Determination in his voice, fear replaced by resolve. The human warships moved stealthily, avoiding alien sensors, slipping through gaps in the formation, lasers and shields active, ready for sudden strikes. The silence of space made every sound of alarms from the enemy even more dramatic. The aliens noticed the movement, confusion spreading quickly across their command ships. "They are attacking our core." "Impossible," one commander hissed, clawed hands slamming on the console. "We cannot allow them to destroy it." Meanwhile, human ships launched precise attacks on the peripheral drones, drawing alien attention away from the main strike team. Beams of energy cut through the void, explosions lighting up the darkness. And yet the elite team moved closer to the vulnerable core. Lieutenant Cruz led the squadron through a narrow path, dodging energy beams, flipping and twisting his fighter to avoid collisions. The core's location came into view, a massive glowing sphere at the heart of the alien fleet, pulsing with deadly energy. Captain Morrison coordinated the attack from the control room. "Now, fire all charges, synchronize the strike. Target the core simultaneously," her voice calm. Yet every officer felt the weight of the moment. The entire mission balanced on this one attack. The elite squadron unleashed their payload, missiles and energy charges hitting the core at the same time. Explosions rippled across the alien fleet, energy waves causing ships to spin out of control. Shields collapsing one after another, the alien commanders roared in frustration. Their pride shattered. These humans, they fight with strategy and intelligence. How is this possible? One screamed, while the others tried desperately to regain control. Lieutenant Cruz's fighter was hit by a stray energy beam, systems failing, but he maneuvered skillfully. Avoiding total destruction, he watched as the alien flagship trembled, flames and sparks exploding across its hull. The tide of battle turning in humans' favor. The rest of the human fleet seized the opportunity. Lasers and missiles cutting through the enemy drones. Coordinated strikes targeting the alien formation's weak points. The aliens struggled to respond, panic spreading like wildfire on Earth. People noticed strange flashes in the night sky, cities lit up with unnatural lights. Satellites captured images of the epic space battle, but few could understand the true scale. Humanity's victory was unfolding silently above them. Captain Morrison watched as the alien fleet began to collapse. The energy core destabilizing. "Hold your positions, maintain pressure. Do not let them recover," she commanded, knowing any pause could allow the aliens to regroup. Dr. Kumar monitored the alien energy readings. "Captain, the core is about to explode if we push now. We can destroy half of their fleet," he said, urgency in his voice, the stakes higher than ever. The strike team pressed forward, energy charges detonating in precise sequence. A massive explosion ripped through the alien formation. Debris scattering in the darkness, ships colliding and breaking apart. The remaining aliens struggling to flee. Lieutenant Cruz looked around at the chaos, awe and fear mixing in his chest. Humans had achieved something incredible. The aliens had underestimated them completely, and now paid the price for their arrogance. Captain Morrison allowed herself a small smile. "This is the turning point," she whispered, though she knew the battle was not fully over. The aliens would regroup, but humanity had proven they were not weak. Their strategy, courage, and hidden strength unstoppable. The alien commanders ordered a retreat, their pride wounded, their fleet broken. But their ambition remained. They would return. More cautious and more powerful, yet humanity had gained the upper hand. Their secret warships and strategic brilliance changing the course of the conflict. Above the earth, the human fleet regrouped. Repairs and reloads underway, every pilot and officer exhausted but proud. Captain Morrison looked at the stars, knowing this was a victory, but only a temporary one. The real war was far from over. Lieutenant Cruz approached the captain's station. "We did it. The core is destroyed, half their fleet gone," he said, trying to catch his breath. Pride shining in his eyes, Captain Morrison nodded, determination burning in her gaze. "Yes, and they will remember this. Humanity is not weak. They never expected our strength. And we are only getting started." The turning point had been reached. Humans had fought back brilliantly. The aliens underestimated them. And now the galaxy would begin to see what humanity was truly capable of. The debris of the alien fleet floated silently through space. Twisted metal and sparks drifting across the void. Humanity's warships moved cautiously, scanning every fragment, ready for any surprise. Captain Elena Morrison stood at the observation deck, eyes fixed on the distant alien flagship. A massive vessel limped through the darkness, its shields flickering, energy beams barely operational. Humanity had struck a heavy blow, but the final confrontation was yet to come. Lieutenant Jason Cruz adjusted his controls, leading a squadron of human fighters toward the enemy flagship, their engines glowing brightly, slicing through the void like streaks of silver. Anticipation and adrenaline raced through every pilot. Stay focused, aim for their command core. Disable their systems and force a retreat, Captain Morrison ordered, the voice calm, but filled with authority. Every human on board felt the weight of history on their shoulders. The alien commanders inside the flagship roared in frustration, their pride shattered by the previous strikes. Their fleet broken, yet they refused to surrender. Claws slamming against control panels, energy shields flickering as they tried to regroup. Lieutenant Cruz weaved through a hail of laser fire, dodging explosions from the alien flagship's weakened weapons. His squadron followed, precise and deadly. Every shot calculated, every move designed to weaken the enemy without risking unnecessary losses. The human warships closed in, the hidden prototypes leading the charge. Their weapons unlike anything the aliens had faced. Energy beams cutting through enemy drones and ships with surgical precision. The aliens could not understand the human strategy. Captain Morrison coordinated the attack from the command deck. Focus fire on the flagship's engine cores. Then target the command bridge. Precision is key, she commanded. Every officer moving with efficiency and purpose. Inside the alien flagship, panic spread rapidly. Systems failing, alarms blaring, their pride and arrogance replaced by fear. The humans fought with courage and strategy, something they had never anticipated. Lieutenant Cruz fired his missiles directly at the flagship's engine core. Explosions rocked the alien vessel, debris floating through space. Energy surges causing the ship to tilt and spin. The remaining drones scattered in disarray. Dr. Kumar monitored the energy readings from Earth. "Captain, the flagship is critically damaged. If we push now, we can end this battle," he said. Urgency in his voice, every second crucial. Captain Morrison gave the final command. "All units, converge on the flagship. Maximum firepower, no mercy. Humanity will not be enslaved." The words echoed through the command room. A declaration of strength, courage, and defiance. The human fleet pressed the attack, lasers, missiles, and energy beams striking simultaneously. Explosions ripped through the alien flagship, the massive vessel groaning under the assault. Sparks and flames bursting from every exposed surface. Lieutenant Cruz's fighter narrowly avoided a collapsing section of the alien ship. Heart racing, adrenaline pumping, yet a sense of pride filled him. Humans were proving that they were not weak, that they could fight against impossible odds and win. The alien commanders realized the end was near. Their pride shattered, their fleet broken. They ordered a retreat, abandoning the battlefield. The humans had outsmarted, outmaneuvered, and outgunned them. Captain Morrison watched the enemy retreat, her heart pounding, relief mixing with triumph. Humanity had survived. Humanity had prevailed. Yet she knew vigilance was necessary. The galaxy was vast, and threats would return. Lieutenant Cruz saluted as the human warships regrouped, the elite strike team returning safely. Sparks from the destroyed flagship still floating in space, the crew celebrated quietly. Aware that their courage and strategy had saved millions of lives, Dr. Kumar smiled at the screens. Analyzing the wreckage, they underestimated us. "Humanity is not weak. They will remember this," he said. Awe and pride in his voice. Captain Morrison turned to her officers, determination in her eyes. "Today we fought, today we survived, but tomorrow we prepare. Humanity will continue to grow stronger, and no one will ever enslave us." Her words echoed through the fleet, inspiring courage and hope. Below, on Earth, people watched the sky. Seeing strange flashes and debris, news channels reported mysterious explosions in orbit. Few understood the true scale of the battle, but humanity had sent a message to any who would dare challenge them. The alien fleet retreated into the darkness of space. Wounded and humbled, humanity had proven its strength, strategy, and resilience. The first major conflict of the Interstellar War was over, but the galaxy had only begun to take notice. Captain Morrison looked out at the stars, determination burning in her eyes. "This is only the beginning. Humans will rise, and we will be ready for anything," she whispered, knowing that the courage, intelligence, and unity of humanity would shine brighter than any enemy. The human fleet hovered over Earth, victorious yet alert, repairs and checks underway. Pilots and officers exhausted but proud. Humanity had survived the first great challenge, and in doing so, had shown the universe that humans were far stronger than anyone had ever expected. And somewhere in the dark reaches of space, other eyes watched, taking note of humanity's strength. Waiting, planning, but the galaxy had learned one truth: humans were not weak, and anyone who dared underestimate them would regret it.